Good afternoon and welcome to the Marine Mammals Training Center Facebook Live. My name is Michelle and I hope you enjoy joining me on today's live patient update from the rehabilitation facilities here at the Marine Mammals Training Center. We're starting off today in the hut building, and this seal right here in tub 6 is the female gray seal from Long Branch. She's the one that had the injured right rear flipper and had severe swelling in that flipper, and now she's doing very well. You'll also notice since she's been here, if you've been following our lives every week, that she looks a lot rounder than she was when she first came in, so she gained weight. She was pretty thin in the beginning, but now she's looking really good and in a great body condition. So we're going to move on over to the next tub. We have a male gray seal. In this tub, he's the guy from Stone Harbor, and he also is here for swelling in his jaw. And as you can see, he's a larger juvenile male. So if you guys have been following along in the beginning of the season, we saw lots of pups, lots of recently weaned seals. But this time of year, we typically see older juvenile seals. So you'll notice as we go through the hospital today, most of the seals are much larger than you guys were accustomed to seeing at the beginning of the season. So if you've been following along, you know that we did a seal release on Monday. So we did release 6 seals on Monday. You can catch that video on our Facebook page. We shared that on Tuesday. We have a view of the pool from here right now. So that means that the animals that were in the pool last week are back in the wild, and now we have 2 newer seals in the pool. So in the pool is the seal from Long Branch. If you guys remember him, he was pretty thin, very skinny and emaciated when he came in treatment and passed his pre-release blood work and is ready to go into the wild. And in the pool with him is the male gray seal from Island Beach State Park, the one that was admitted because he had a polypropylene line embedded around his neck. And he's recovered from that injury, so he's also ready to return to the wild. So the pool is the area that they go to start building up their swimming muscles, building up that dive endurance, so that they're ready for release day. So stay tuned here, of course, when we release that with you. So we're going to head on over to a different part of the hospital now. We're going to actually go in to the pool house and see who's in these pens. And of course, a lot of people ask, do I memorize all the seals? And by this point, I do not. I have my handy dandy clip start releasing seals and switching seals around in pens. It always helps to have my little cheat sheet here. So right here, this is the pool house pen number 1, and this is the male gray seal from Spring Lake. Another thing you'll notice at this point of the season is we don't peek the doors open anymore in this area because, as I said before, we're dealing with older juvenile seals versus smaller pups. So we don't want anyone to join me in the hallway. So that's why we don't open the doors to get a closer peek this time of year, because these seals are bigger and they're more rambunctious and would certainly enjoy slipping out into the hallway. So over here, we'll see if we can get a good view of him. In pen 2, this is the gray seal that's stranded in Brigantine with a swollen flipper. His flipper has since healed, so he's doing really well and has gained some weight. Watching us over here in pen 3, this is the male gray seal from Avalon. That has a large wound on his right rear flipper and had smaller wounds all over his body. He's been doing well for us. And you might be able to catch a glimpse there you might be able to see he's in the next round of seals that'll eventually be moving to the pool, because you might be able to see on his rear flipper that he's been tagged. So that means he's had some pre-release blood work done, and we're waiting to see what that looks like before our vet clears him. So hopefully he will be making the journey to the pool once that blood work comes back. So we're excited for this guy. Pool house number 4 right here. This is the seal from Margate that's stranded with swollen flippers. Had several little puncture wounds that have created abscesses, and the seal is doing well for us as well. So now we're going to head on over to the ICU and show you guys who is in the ICU currently. And right now they're getting ready for lunchtime, so I'm sure we're going to see lots of buckets, lots of scrubbing happening. Hello. It's Emma, one of our stranding technicians, and you see she's got lunch all laid out for all the kids. So we feed them 3 times a day. The fish that they eat actually is restaurant quality, so it's not trash fish. It is actually restaurant quality fish. The technicians sort through the fish every morning when they thaw it to make sure that the fish are completely whole, there's no breaks in the skin, the fish don't have cloudy eyes. So nutrition is very important for everybody, including seals. And we want to make sure that they get the best of the best while they're here in the hospital. So Pen A in the ICU. This is the female gray seal that's in Harvey Cedars. She also had a life, and she's in Pen A. She's doing well. Very enthusiastic. She is a really great eater. Pen B. So by now everybody knows one of our favorite patients here in Pen B is the female harp seal. This is the seal that's stranded with the severe head wound, and you guys have been watching along, following along, and it's been healing quite well for us. She also doesn't like to turn her head when I have the camera, so it's very hard to see the wound on the right side of her head. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see now it's just very narrow compared to what it was. It was a huge hole or dent on the side of her head. Now it's really just about the width of a finger. So she's doing really well. And of course, as a harp seal, she's got her pile of ice because harp seals are ice-dwelling seals. So she enjoys having a pile of ice to chew on and nap in. So Pen C. Pen C is the gray seal from Sea Isle City that had a wound on his shoulder. So he's hanging out over there. We just filled the pools with bay water, so that's why the water's a little cloudy. This time of year especially, the water comes in a little cloudy. But he is hanging out. And last but not least, Pen D. Pen D. This is a male gray seal that's stranded in Island Beach State Park. He had that really severe swollen left rear flipper. You guys might want to scroll back on our Facebook page a couple weeks. It was probably 3 times the size that it should have been. He had an injury that created an enormous abscess. Our veterinarian is awesome. He came in, he drained the abscess and put him on antibiotics to fight that infection. And now, you can't tell right now because he's in the water, but he has normal size rear flippers again. So we're very happy about that. So I want to thank you guys for joining us on our hospital walkthrough this week. We really hope that you guys enjoy being updated on how the patients are doing and see your donations at work. You guys literally are giving these animals a second chance at life, and we really can't thank you enough. So we hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Take care.